Hey all, this is Denise and I'm here in my studio, my very messy studio. After being gone for a week, I came back and just kind of dumped everything in there and it was already a disaster area. So I took a couple days, I went through every box, drawer, nook, cranny and cleaned everything and reorganized. But one of the things I'm really excited about is I had planned on raising my work table so it would be easier on my neck when I was working on projects. But instead, I came up with an idea to create a platform on my table so I wouldn't have to raise the whole thing, but I'd still have plenty of space to work at a higher position because I kind of like to stand up. I was lucky enough to already have a flat board in my possession. I had a couple of legs cut for it, pulled out my tools, and the only tools that I really needed were my two drills, tape measure screws, the lumber, and I used two drills because I'm too lazy to change my drill bits in between. I had sandpaper that I sanded up all my edges and got rid of all the splinters. I don't plan on painting or refinishing this or finishing it off. I'm just using the raw wood, so I wanted to make sure to have all the potential splinters taken care of. I measured everything so I would have a 1-inch lip on either side if I wanted to pick it up and lift it off the table. And then I kind of laid out the way I wanted it to be. So it really was 3 2x8 boards that I cut at 26-inch lengths. I made sure to take the time to measure where I wanted my holes. I drilled them so that I would have a countersink hole that when I did go in and put my screws in, that they would lay flush with the top of the table. That way I wouldn't have to worry about catching on things or snagging or having a screw sticking through. So it's really important to have your screws be flush. I then went on the underside and added little L brackets to keep it steady. So here's my finished product. Now, I don't finish them off because I like to lay a bath towel, and that's my painting surface so I can clean off my brushes and wipe my hands. But the cool thing is, I also gave me a space to put 2 trays to put all my supplies that I use a lot. And it takes up so much less room on my table. So now I've got a high space to work on, and I've also got a low space to work on. And it works perfect for my studio. I have a 10-foot table and it gives me plenty of room and I feel so organized and clean. I can't wait to work on my next project. So I hope you'll be there and I'll share it with you and I hope you get to use this idea. It's a pretty good idea.